What's up, Wizards, and welcome to MTG Alchemy. Today we're going to be talking about Ravnica Allegiance spoilers and some of the things that you can do with those spoilers coming up. So one of the first spells I want to talk about today is Wilderness Reclamation. It's 1 green and 3. At the beginning of your end step, untap all lands you control. Think about this. So Teferi untaps 2 lands at your end step, right? Automatically, but you don't even need Teferi anymore. At the end of your turn, you untap all lands, bam, Nexus of Fate. Take an extra turn. Tap all your mana, play whatever you want. Untap all your mana, Nexus of Fate. So yeah, Wilderness Reclamation with Nexus of Fate is going to be insane. I can't wait to personally build the deck. I loved Turbo Fog when it was a big deal. So one of the next spells I want to talk about is Verity Circle. Verity Circle is a 1 blue and 2 enchantment. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't being declared as an attacker, you may draw a card. And it's also got another ability, tap target creature without flying for 1 blue and 4. So what's really cool about Verity Circle is stuff like Tempest Caller, right? Tempest Caller comes in at 2 blue and 2. It's a 2/3. When Tempest Caller enters the battlefield, tap all creatures target opponent controls. And then you get to draw a card for each one of those. So these token decks and... so another reason to play Verity Circle, I think that's how you say it, is like Icy Manipulator. Icy Manipulator, Time of Ice. So now all of these things that weren't being played, now you can play them and you're gonna get a lot of value off of them. So now you get to, do Icy Manipulator, tap one of their creatures, and now you get to draw a card off of it. Time of Ice, now you get to tap 2 creatures that'll eventually go to their hands, and you get to draw cards off of those. So another card that I want to talk about is Strong and Stabby. So Strong and Stabby is a 1 white and 2 instant. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. And then it's got addendum. If you cast this spell during your main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures, and they also gain vigilance until end of turn. That's pretty wicked. Okay, so the next spell that I want to talk about is called Drill Bit. So Drill Bit is a 1 black and 2 sorcery with Spectacle. So target player reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, that player discards that card. So what's cool about Drill Bit is you can get those like really low level like aggro decks, right? Like the things that run Fanatical Firebrand and Venetia Pyromancer. And you can get in there and, so turn 1, you play Fanatical Firebrand, swing in for 1. Turn 2, you play Venetia Pyromancer and get in for 3. Turn 3, you swing with Venetia Pyromancer and Fanatical Firebrand, and then you take their board wipe, So it's kind of something to talk about, right? It's a 3-drop hand hate, but in a way, it's almost like Thoughtseize without taking damage. It's very interesting because, yes, it's not Thoughtseize. It's not just a 1-drop. It's a 3-drop, but if you get damage in on them early game, you can use this as a 1-drop and not take any damage. So it's something that is probably going to be talked about, and I would wager to say that we see this in a lot of standard decks. So the last card that I want to talk about is Trollbred Guardian. So Trollbred Guardian is 4 and 1 green for a 5/5. Now, the real reason I wanted to show you guys this card is because if you look at the card, it's a Troll Frog Warrior. That is amazing. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell button. We've got a lot more content headed your way. Speaking of, just so you're aware, we have our very first episode of Wizard Wars coming out soon. So Wizard Wars is going to be 4 of us at a table playing Commander. It's going to be about an hour long, so you guys are going to love it. Question of the day, which spoilers are you liking the most? And tell me why in the comment section below, so that way I can hopefully discover some more combos of my own. I love combo decks. We'll see you guys next time on MTG Alchemy with those spoilers. So talking about some stuff that you can do with those spoilers. So Verity feature an opponent controls becomes tapped. Okay. So one of the next spells I want to talk about is